Everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison, and today the title was WTF? What the was happened yesterday? So we're just going to go over that and look at that and see what happened. Just bear with me a wee second. I'm just going to get a wee bit light in here before I welcome everybody in. That's better. Okay, I'm just going to get some people in just now. I've got a few people in just now. Bezmaking, hi from London, welcome to you. Dave is in the house and just now from Buckinghamshire over the wall. Yep, welcome Dave. Shia Ngov, good morning to you, good to see you here. Scottish Bull is in the house, 315 billion market cap, yeah, that's pretty amazing. Chris Winch is in from Gloucestershire as well. Crypto Dread from Florida, good to see you here buddy. Rishikesh is in. Wealthy morning to all. Brad Linton from Perth, Australia. Siddharth Ravi from India. Lee Litecoin subscriptions is growing. Yeah, it's good. It is growing good. Eugene Cunningham's in. Rain is in. WTF, yes indeed. Daniel Cohen is in the house as well. Scottish Bull is talking, so we'll get to some questions. Hayden Wilcox. Addict Fitness. Studio 10 is in. Tim Gash is in. Shia Ngova said. XX Halifax. Aye, good morning to you, Rob Taylor, Cole Phillips, Tony Fernandez, Kim O'Brien, welcome back to you, and Eugene Cunningham, as I said. Okay, what the happened yesterday? So, we've seen the price. We're just going to go to the Bitcoin chart. We'll go on the hourly chart, because this literally happened within 1 hour. You can see this is the hourly chart here. I'm just going to change over the screen. So, yesterday, about 11 o'clock, we were sitting at 6,851, and then the next hour we shot up to $8,028 for Bitcoin price. And you go, what the hell happened there? And you thought, okay, it must be something to do with futures or something like that. So kind of researched into it, or kind of looked into it, find out what happened. And Bitcoin, CoinDesk had this kind of article as well. Bitcoin breakout, price jumps 1K in 60 minutes. It jumped up $1,000 in 60 minutes, which was actually more than that. It was about $1,300, $1,200. So I think what they're saying here, and what we kind of suspected, was it appears short liquidation or unwinding of short sell BTC trades has played a big role in the sudden rally, according to some sources. So it picked up from 6,766 and scaled the 7,000 mark and kind of went all the way up to about $8,000. So we think it's somebody closing off their short position, and that's why the kind of bullish kind of breakout here as well. And I thought, okay, this is going to come back down, and if you look at the chart, it came back down a wee bit. So it came back down from $8,000 to around about $7,500, but then it's going back up again. It started going back up again, and we're reaching that $8,000 mark as well, which is fantastic. If we can break that, if we can break $8,100, I think we're looking good for a sustained kind of rally. You can see here, it was round about 8,000 actually. There was a kind of resistance level round about the 8,000 mark, and a further resistance level round about 8,800. So if we can scale through or go through the $8,000 mark and sustain it, then the next level up is looking at $8,800. Obviously we could come back. We might pull back a wee bit over the weekend. Weekends traditionally is when the Bitcoin price goes down, or all the whole market goes down, to be honest. So we might have a wee pullback as well. Just on top of that, let's look at the hourly chart on Bitcoin. So the hourly chart is just looking amazing, to be honest. Let's look at the 50. We'll go kind of even deeper. The 15-minute chart. Yeah, it's been kind of riding all the way up, and it looks as if it's going to continue this rally, 7965. So what has that done to the overall market cap? Well, you probably guessed it already. It's probably up about $50 billion. We'll just refresh it. What's it up to just now? $316 billion, and it was yesterday up at 265 billion, 265 billion. So it's up big time, massively to be honest, and they've not updated the Bitcoin price yet. I think it's kind of went up a wee bit more, 7968, and they've got 7902 on CoinMarketCap, so they've not even caught up because it's rising that quickly. So who were the big gainers over the last 24 hours? Mithril, that's still gone up. Still going up, it just never seems to stop. Mithril. And Bitcoin Private as well, big gainer. Omisi Go as well, 44%. That's gone up. That just kind of popped as well, which was fantastic. Steam popped as well. HShare looking good. Loopring. So I think everybody apart from two. So ELF and Tether. Tether you can't really count. So ELF kind of went down, but that was on a big huge rise yesterday. So that took a wee bit of a dip as well, but not that much to be honest. So 2% of, or 1% of the top 100, or 99% of the top 100 have kind of gone up. So it's all looking good in the green. So most of them are up double digits as well. Most of them are. So remember, that's dollar value. It's not Satoshi value. It's dollar value that they've all gone up. So when the Bitcoin price goes up, obviously the dollar value of all the altcoins go up as well. But that's still looking good. Much better than where we were before, which is fantastic to see. So what about some of the others? Tron dropped. Tron kind of dropped. Obviously with the price drop, obviously with the price increase, this kind of dropped kind of big time to 485, and then it kind of started going up again. And it's dropping back down again to 495, which is not so good. Which is not so good. So a lot of the other coins kind of dropped as well. So if you're wondering why that is, because I said yesterday, okay, if the Bitcoin price drops, then a lot of the altcoins are going to drop in Satoshi value as well. And that's because of market sentiment. So people are afraid, so they get out of Bitcoin, they get out of altcoins as well. But conversely, when the price shoots up in Bitcoin as well, people want to get out of altcoins and get into Bitcoin to catch the rise of Bitcoin. It's only when there's a kind of steady market in the Bitcoin price that's when the altcoins start going back up. So if you wonder why there's an altcoin drop when the price drops of BTC, and when the price increases of BTC, why there's an altcoin drop as well. So that's why it is. So once we have a stable market, that's when you'll see the altcoins going back up. So we don't know if it's going to be stable yet. But you can see here the Bitcoin dominance is 42.4% just now. So it's down slightly. I think it was sitting at 45% last week. So that's down slightly as well. So it's, if Bitcoin can stabilize at this price, it might go even higher. People are thinking that it's going to go higher. If it hits that, goes through the 8,100 mark, I think that's going to be a good sign for another kind of wee rally up, and if it goes through up to 8,800, then it looks like the bulls have moved back in. But we don't know, this price increase, was it just the shorts kind of closing out? We don't know. We don't know for sure. Okay, I'll just go to a few comments just now. Tony Fernandez, greetings from Mallorca. Kim O'Brien in Croydon. Justin from Canberra in Australia. Blivy K from Manchester. Excellent. We've got a few more people coming in. Mark Ennis, all good. Stephen from Australia. Justin, fun looks like it's about to rocket. Yeah, we mentioned that a couple of days ago, Justin. Agree with you, Mike. I'm on those coins tokens too. As TRX, Icon, Neo for the win. So we'll take a look at some of the kind of bigger plays as well. I need some EOS and Stellar too. EOS is taking up big time, which was fantastic to see. Everything's about to rocket. It looks that way. So remember I was saying the other day that there seems to be a positive sentiment coming back into the market. And then with the Bitcoin price rising, thought this could be the start of things to turn. We don't know for sure. We don't know what caused the $1,000 increase in the Bitcoin price, but it looks like people closing out the shorts, so big whales closing out the shorts, and they have to buy back in again. Can't lose if you're buying for 6 to 12 months. This is a brilliant time to get into crypto. If you're just new into crypto, this is a brilliant time. I've been trading since June of last year, or kind of investing in since June last year, and my strategy was just to buy and hold, but the prices were all up then. And then I bought a load more in January this year, January and February, and the prices have gone down 70-80% on the buy and hold strategy. So sometimes it's not a good idea just to buy and hold, and sometimes it is good to trade, and that's what I've been doing with the likes of Tron and a couple of the smaller caps as well. Crypto One is in the house. BABB is on fire. Yeah, I'm just going to look at that just now. BABB is definitely on fire. Waiting for my money to hit Coinbase, LOL. Excellent. Rob Taylor, BABB doing fantastic. Invested 4 days ago because of you, and I've made some solid profits. Thank you. Excellent. Yeah, so when I got in, so we'll just have a wee look at BABB just now. Where is it just now? So it's BABB's token. So it's at 999 or $0.000999. Where is it in? We'll just have a look in Ethereum value. So 199. Ethereum, that's on the 8 decimal places. I don't know what you would call that. To be honest, if it's Y, or we'll just call it Ether. So 199, so it is going up. It is going up big time. When I got into this, I think it was round about the first time was just under 400, and then the second time it was just over 400, and then the third time it was about 800, and it's still going up just now. So I've got an interview with Paul Johnson, the CIO. So this is going to be a quick one. I've got an interview in about an hour's time. I'm going to do a Skype interview with Paul Johnson. So next week I'm going to be releasing separate videos, 5 videos next week, Monday to Friday, 1 each day, and there's going to be 100,000 BABB tokens giveaway on each of them, but you're going to have to work for it. You're going to have to find out a wee bit more information, put your answers in the comments, and then we'll do the 100,000 giveaway to one kind of winner every day next week. So the first interview I've got is Paul Johnson. I don't know if I can get an interview with the CEO, and hopefully I can get an interview with Annie Alexander, who's the head of marketing there as well, and I'll also do a video on how to buy BABB using the Bancor network as well. That should be a good video because a lot of people are asking about that as well. So BABB is looking fantastic, and it doesn't look as if it's going to stop anytime soon. The volume on BABB just keeps going up and up and up. So the volume has been pretty spectacular over the last 5 days, since it was just literally coincidentally I started covering it on April the 9th, and you can see the kind of volume there, $72,000 up to 229,000. Yesterday 639,000. Today, over the last 24 hours, 698,000. Market cap has doubled, nearly tripled since I started covering it, to 13.5 million, and we're now ranked 394. And again, when we started covering it, it was in the high 500s. So it's doing brilliant. It's on a big run just now. I think there's more to come still. It's at 13 Satoshi just now, and I just think, why the run up with this? Why the high volume? So I was asking, okay, why is there so much volume? And it's not just because I covered it on this channel that it can't produce that much volume. I think it's coincidental. I just covered it on the day it started kind of rising. So there might be something going on in the background. There might be something going on in the background with regards to maybe getting onto a new exchange or something else. We just don't know. We do not know. But BABB is going to be getting more attention, I would imagine, over the next couple of months, and I'm certainly going to help that. I'm part of the community now, so I'm going to help give that more attention. Not getting paid for it from the BABB team. It's all my own money I'm giving away next week as well. I just want to be a part of the community, and being part of the community, you have to kind of get it out there and let more people know about it. So yeah, BABB, if you've not got into it yet, now looks to be a really good time. But I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your dad or anything like that. Put your big girl pants on, your big boy pants on. Go do your own research, and don't moan to me if you lose any money, because it is a risk when you invest in the crypto market, in any market. So yeah, BABB is doing fantastic. Really, really happy to see that as well, for the team as well as for me as well. So it's looking really good. Bez Mekin, on which exchange can I get BABB? You can get it on the Bancor.network. So just go to bancor.network, and actually it was really easy to do this. I'd never used the Bancor network, and I thought I would try it on the BAX token for BABB. Bought $78 worth or something just to try it out, and it worked seamlessly. It was really good, and you can use it on your MetaMask wallet, or you can set up your own wallet, which is very easy using Messenger on the Bancor network as well. So I'll definitely dive over there, and there's a few other coins that I've been looking at on the Bancor network as well that look to be quite good. So I'll cover them next week. Kin was actually one of them. So I was just reading kind of some news about that as well, and I thought, okay, I'll take a small position in that and just leave it. So BAX is one to buy and just leave. So buy and leave it for a year, because it could be, I think it could be life changing. That's how big this could actually be. And it's only 13 million market cap just now, and it's already risen 100% since last week, but it's still got so far to go, so it could be amazing. Rob Taylor, BABB, oh, I've read that comment. But Rob, yeah, I'm glad you really got into BABB as well, and you'd be doing brilliant just now. Hopefully you've got about maybe 70-80% increase. And Crypto Don Juan, should I wait for BABB to dip now to get in? See, I was going to do this, Crypto Don Juan, I was going to do this the other day. I thought, okay, I'm going to wait in a dipping, because it went up to about 750, and I thought I'm going to wait in a dipping, and then it went up to just under 800, and I thought, no, this is going to keep on going up. So I got in at just under 800 and bought more of it, and I thought it's going to dip back more, and it did for a bit. It dipped back to about 694, but it just looks as if it's going to keep on going up. So I don't know, to be honest, if it is going to pull back or not. I think it's difficult to call. It's really difficult to call, because if you look at the graph, and I can't even check it on, can I do it on Cointelegraph? On Coinigy? We'll do it on here, charts, because you're not going to really get a good chart on this. 7 days. So you can see it's going up and up and up, dips a little, up, dip, up. So it's on the up just now. So we might get a wee pull back before it goes up again. Yeah, that might actually happen. So it's a risk if you're waiting to get back in, Crypto Don Juan. I don't know if you could get into it, to be honest, just now, without going up. Kadana Gopi, hi from Gold Coast, Australia. Good to see the market jump again. It's brilliant. It's really good, and it's brings back that positive sentiment that we all heard back in January as well. It's starting to come up. It's not quite the exuberance that we had back then, but it's good. Scottish Bull, 50 billion less than a day. Wow, that must be a record. It's amazing. Jumps up 50 billion in less than a day. It really was. In fact, I read somewhere that the $1,000 spike was the biggest spike in the history of Bitcoin. I can't remember where I read that, but I read that somewhere on Twitter. There was the biggest spike in 1 hour in the history of Bitcoin, which is amazing. Randy Ryder, early, good morning from Canada. Ah, you got up. Randy left a comment on yesterday saying, I'd like to catch you live, but it's too early for me. So I said, no, we wouldn't want you getting up at 3:30 in the morning just to catch a live, but he got up. Excellent. Welcome, Randy. It's good to see you. Eddie Holland, morning from Holland. All up but TRX, yeah. Tron just didn't do it. It just didn't do it. I thought everything was going to go up as well. I thought Tron was going to go up, but it didn't. Look on the 15-minute chart, see where Tron is doing. It's not even good in the 15-minute chart, and that's kind of looking at the micro view. So, I don't know, with Tron, we might still be looking at a pullback again from these prices. So just have a wee look at Tron. We'll look at it on the kind of day chart. Zoom in. So where's there kind of some kind of support? Round about 440. There was a support kind of line there. Around about 440. Then the next support line we're looking at 356-ish. So hopefully it doesn't get down to 440, but it's not looking good at the moment. For Tron, the 1 day, on the 1 day chart, it's looking like the 7 day is going to cross down below the 25-day MA. So it looks as if it's going to go down a wee bit further. But with Tron, it's one of those coins you never want to be out of. Excuse me. It's one of those coins you don't want to be out of because it just suddenly spikes up when you think it's all going tits up. And you can see here, and this was back in the 1st of March, it was kind of going down, 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 down. And that was from 516 all the way down to 313, 315. And then it spiked right up again to about 670. So you never know with Tron what is going to happen. So if you're in it for the long term, excellent. If you're kind of trading it, there's not a good entry point at the moment. You'd need to kind of really look at the 15-minute chart to wait on a good entry point. So on the 15-minute, it still looks as if it's coming down as well. But we'll need to see with Tron. I'm a holder for the long term, but I do like to trade it when opportunities arise. But right now is not a trading kind of coin at the moment. Mike here, Tron will pump again hard in about 2 weeks before mainnet launch. I expect a run up to the mainnet launch, definitely. I definitely expect a run up on Tron. So I'm not at all unhappy about holding it just now. And King Bavaro's in the house as well. Welcome to you. Simone Hendricks, good time to buy some more Tron. Yeah, it might still go down a wee bit more. Big day for Litecoin. Scottish Bull saying yes. And same with Ethereum as well. Will this last? We just don't know. Has anyone used the Gemini platform as alternative to Coinbase? I've never used Gemini before. I don't know if anybody else in the group has. If you want to kind of reply to Scottish Bull. Sebastian Wolski is saying greetings from Poland. Welcome to you. What does it mean when all three MA collide? Marina Paps. What do you mean when they all collide? You've got crossovers on the, well, I kind of use the 7 day, the 25, well, the 7 MA, 25 MA and the 100 MA. So it just depends on what direction it's going. You have to look at the kind of direction, the overall direction of that coin. Rob Taylor, currently do not have a position in OneChain but want to establish one. Would there be a good time to get in, or should I go in now? So we'll just have a wee quick look at OneChain. So that's the 15-minute chart. Oh, so that kind of spiked as well, obviously, over the last couple of days. Well, Rob, see, to be honest, you're looking here at OneChain being 54,000. It was, and we're talking back on the 10th of kind of April, and that's when it spiked. That's when it came out of that, and it looked as if it was about to pop. But it's now at a recent all-time high. So I'm not saying an all-time high. We'll just go to the day chart just to see. It is at an all-time high. And we can't count this. This is on the Binance. We can't really count this because that's when it first came onto Binance. So you're always going to see that big red kind of candle there when it goes on first to Binance. An all-time high just now. It would be difficult to say to get in just now. I would never go into a coin on an all-time high. But then it kind of begs the question, how do you know it's not going to go even higher? So if you were to go in just now, here's what I would suggest you do. If you were to go in just now, what I would do is put a stop loss on of about 6%. So on the 15-minute chart, it was coming down, it's coming down, it was dipping to 74,000. It's crossing over the 7 MA, is crossing over the 25 MA. And it looks as if it's going to spike back up again. So if you go in just now, put a stop loss on at 6%. That's what I would do. That's just my kind of biased opinion. And that's kind of how I would trade, especially just now because it's at an all-time high. Normally I would never go into a coin at an all-time high. but then tomorrow it could be an all-time high again. So you go, Christ, I'm missing out. What do I do? So when you're doing it, go in with a stop loss. That's what I would suggest, Rob. I don't know if that helps you or not. Good morning from Arizona, Jeff Kobe. Good to have you here, Jeff. The CYT-Crypto effect, Mark Ennis. I don't think so. Rain, yep. It's saying yep. Stephen, you play a big part in the volume. I can't see that at all. I can't see how a small channel like mine would play a big part in the volume of kind of backs. I don't think I have that much influence, to be honest. I hope not, because that's a bloody responsibility, that, man. Peter Harding, Pete from Southampton. BABB can easily be stored on the Nano Ledger S. Yes, it can. Or you can store it on your MyEther wallet or on your Banker wallet as well. Because it's an ERC20 token, you can store it on the Nano Ledger S as well. Susan is saying, CYT-Crypto working alone, I bought 50 million. Wow. You bought 50 million backs? That's pretty amazing. If you did get in 4 days ago, you've made a lot of money. Dave, life-changing backs. We could all buy castles in Scotland, pal. And shout out to on one of the windows. FC UK, pal. Excellent. Love that, Dave. I will buy. I think if BABB gets to 5 cents, I'm going to take you all out. I'll fly you in from wherever you are, and I'll take you all out in Scotland, and we'll hire a castle, and we'll just have a booze up. I think that would be quite cool. Rain, shooting too fast to buy in the dip for me. Yeah, it is going up. It's still going up just now. Where is it just now? Because it keeps on going up. 1,015. So we were at 900, at high 900s, then we went up to 1,004, now we're at 1,015. So it's going up and up and up. So it's difficult to say, okay, where's the entry point for this? Backs will go down, guys, during next week and then up again. Yeah, it just depends what news is going to come out. It feels like there's news going to come out. I haven't a clue. I'm not in the know or anything like that. So it just feels like there's going to be news coming out. Eugene Cunningham, what's your view on Kin? Well, I seen an article on Kin yesterday and this morning, and I thought kind of with them going with Stellar and kind of the other kind of platform they're looking with KIK Kick, I thought something could be happening here, something could be going on with Kin. So I did buy into it. I bought into it at, well, the price here is I bought into 111. It's up to 120. So I don't know. I need to research it more, but I just took a small position out just so I didn't miss any rise. But I thought something's going to happen with Kin as well. And it's the same feeling I got with kind of backs, but I don't know. That's not advice to get in. I've just taken out a small position. I need to do more research on it because I've got like trillions of coins out there. It's not like they've only got a couple of billion coins circulating. It's like a trillion. They've got more than that. What does Justin Sun mean by no inflation until 2021? Can you post a tweet for that? What he tweeted, so we can have a wee look at that. Tron weekend again, or people trying to increase stack? I don't know with Tron just now. I think people are maybe getting into other coins just now. They see other opportunities just now in the market. So what's going up? OMG is still going up, Steam's still going up, GRS. So there's a lot more opportunities. So people might be getting out of Tron to get into the other opportunities to jump onto other things as they're day trading. But I'm sure the money will come back to Tron, especially with the run up to the mainnet launch. Can you have a look at Neo? Yeah, Neo was doing good. Where's Neo? We'll have a look at the kind of dollar price actually. That's a 15-minute chart. We don't want to go kind of micro. We'll just go in a 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart looks brilliant. So it's up to $66 just now. So it's done brilliant. If you kind of bought in when it was about $45, you've done amazingly well just now. And that's at the price I was thinking about, just selling everything. Selling every single one of my coins and just putting it all into Neo. And if I did, I'd have been up, I don't know, about 60 grand just now. But then I wouldn't have wanted to get out. and I wouldn't have this kind of excitement about trading as well. So NEO's doing brilliant on the 1 hour chart. On the 1 day chart is crossed over just at the crossover point of the 7 MA and the kind of 25 MA as well. So NEO will always be into NEO, to be honest. So yeah, love NEO. BTC moving. Is it moving again? Jesus, man, it's just... BTC USD. Oh Christ, it's up to 8,060 as we speak. So just look at the hour chart so we can see the... it's not the hour chart. So it's still moving up. It's up to 8,078. It has been as high as 8,192. Wow, it's just spiking up just now. And that will affect the whole market, obviously. If we kind of look at CoinMarketCap, will they have updated it? It's probably not been updated. 8,070. Market 322 billion. It's just jumped up 7 billion. Crazy. Crazy times. So is this going to be sustained? That's probably the biggest question. But if we look at the jump, we see the spike there, and then we see it's kind of following the 7 MA, coming down a wee bit, then jumping up again. So this is kind of shooting through the 8,100 level that I was talking about. So it looks as if we're going to go up to 8,800. If we can go up to 8,800, and that is a kind of ceiling there around about 8,800 or 8,900, then it's, you don't know where this could go, to be honest. And this could be as quick as today. This could go up to 9,000 as quick as today, which would be pretty mental, to be honest. There's a kind of, yeah, about 7,800. Kind of, I don't know if there's going to be a support level there, but it's looking good. Just now, 8,108. It's just crazy times just now. J curve on the XRP week chart. I've never looked at XRP for a while, to be honest. XRP. Yeah, that's kind of crossed over as well on the 1 day on the daily chart. What's it like on the 1 week chart? Right, I see what you mean. They're just curving up. So on the kind of daily chart, that kind of crossed over to 7,300. I think it's up at 8,110 just now. So that could be due for another run up, because it's been going down since the 19th of February, down, then it's suddenly coming back up. So I think there's going to be a lot of optimism in the markets just now. Simon Hendricks, yes, we're all going to Scotland. Excellent, that'll be good. Cheap Lives from Aussie. Hold on, Fergus, thanks for holding. I meant 2 days ago, Alfred. If I make enough money, I'm going to open a cafe in Edinburgh called CYT-Crypto. That'd be excellent. CYT-Crypto. Peter Harding has a Tron. finally run out of the daily 140 million sale. Is there a new suppressing the TRX price? Yeah, so if you look at the Tron 100, you look at the Tron top 100, I've posted links in that before, I've not got it there just now. There is kind of other accounts that are actively trading it and kind of holding it down or kind of buying it up. So that market maker that we were looking at in particular a couple of weeks ago and last week is almost kind of run out, but there's other, I don't know if they're market makers or just whales, to be honest. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now because I'm going to have to get prepared for the Paul Johnson interview, and I've got that in 45 minutes from BABB as well. If you want to join us over in the free group, and we've got a Facebook group, Cryptocurrency for Beginners, but it's not just for beginners, it's for everybody as well. And what I'm going to do with the CYT-Crypto.com course as well, I'm going to put my exact trading strategy that you can use for if you're day trading, and to look at for entry points, exit points, and just to see how that works for you as well. So although the course says it's for beginners, it's not really, it's for beginners and intermediate. So I'm going to be adding to the program as well, and I'll be doing that over the weekend. So if you want to join me over at CYT-Crypto.com as well, and you can get the program in there. But I will be coming out next week with the kind of BABB interviews and the BABB kind of full review as well. I'm going to do a full review on Monday, interview with Paul Johnson on Tuesday. I'll get that posted on Tuesday. I'll do a Banker.network, how to buy BABB on the Banker.network on Wednesday, and Thursday and Friday I don't know what we've got for BABB there, but each day we're going to do a 100,000 backs giveaway, which is now worth $100 each. So I hope the price goes down a wee bit. So but no, I don't actually. But yeah, we'll be doing that next week, so that should be good. Looking forward to that, as well as doing the daily lives in the morning as well. So that will be separate from the daily lives. So whatever you're doing this weekend, have a brilliant weekend. Thank you so much for joining me. Remember, hit the likes. If you like this, remember and hit the like. Always kind of forget to say that, but hit the likes, because that'll push it up in the rankings and kind of YouTube. Might get some more subscribers, I don't know. And hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and hit the blue and hit the kind of notifications bell as well. And that would be quite cool as well if you could do that, so anytime I do a video you'll just get a wee notification on your desktop. So that'll be good. Thank you everybody, have a brilliant weekend whatever you're doing, and until next time, namaste, take care, bye now.